Susan.
I'm Annika.
I'm Jay.
I'm Adrien.
I'm Sita.
And this is a proposal for addressing the burden of disease in Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea is located in the Western Pacific region, according to WHO. Its health status is the lowest of any country in the region, and its burden of disease is skewed towards Group 1 diseases. This indicates a lack of progress on the epidemiologic transition. The leading causes of mortality among adults in Papua New Guinea are first perinatal conditions, second pneumonia, and third malaria. Among children, preventable and treatable diseases are the leading cause of mortality, especially malaria, pneumonia, diarrhea, TB, HIV, and neonatal sepsis.
According to the stats from WHO, the three leading causes of deaths in Papua New Guinea are perinatal conditions, pneumonia, and malaria. Perinatal conditions are one of the three main public health issues, not only because they have caused many deaths, but also because treating one condition could save both the mother and her child. In Papua New Guinea, where the infant and maternal mortality is the highest in the entire Pacific region, perinatal conditions are no doubt a major health concern requiring immediate attention. Another main public health issue is pneumonia, taking the second spot in the leading causes of mortality. Children and elderly are particularly prone to pneumonia, which is why pneumonia is named the big killer of PNG children. Lastly, malaria is the third leading cause of mortality in Papua New Guinea, and the number is rising every year. More than 90% of the population in Papua New Guinea is at risk of malaria infection, and over 800 die due to malaria infection, making malaria the largest disease burden in Papua New Guinea. Children's health is very important because they have a lot to lose if they die at such a young age. A huge amount of deaths could be saved as long as the younger generation stays healthy, which is why keeping the children safe and disease-free is a top priority.
Major risk factors for perinatal conditions are inadequate nutrition and lack of hygiene and sanitation. Air pollution, crowded living conditions, pre-existing illness, and smoking put individuals at greater risk of contracting pneumonia. Risk factors for malaria include exposure to endemic areas, malnutrition, and pre-existing illness, which weaken the immune system. In addition to the specific risk factors, lack of education, low income, and rural living conditions increase individuals' susceptibility to perinatal conditions, malaria, and pneumonia.
In our action plan, we suggest to set up health center, which for health and education. 5 services will be provided in the center. First, educate community health workers. Second, offer health workshops focused on prevention and household hygiene and sanitation. Third, develop TV act and radio program delivering health message. Fourth, stock center with low-cost vaccines and medication. The last one will be offer rotation medical checkup for expectancy and new mothers.
The objective of our action plan is to combat the 3 leading causes of mortality in Papua New Guinea: perinatal conditions, pneumonia, and malaria. Firstly, perinatal conditions are responsible for over 10% of deaths in the country. Women, fetuses, and infants up to 1 week old are affected by this health issue, meaning the dalis are lost for 2 individuals, including an infant that has barely lived its life free of disease. Next, it is important to note that 1/3 of all deaths in Papua New Guinea are caused by pneumonia and malaria. Pneumonia predominantly strikes children, women, the elderly, and smokers. This is because indoor smoke from heating and cooking with biomass fuels can cause pneumonia. Children are also more susceptible to pneumonia because their lungs are weaker and less developed than those of adults. Lastly, malaria, as already stated, is another leading cause of mortality in Papua New Guinea. The people who are most susceptible to getting malaria are children because they haven't lived long enough to be exposed to and to develop a natural immunity against malaria, pregnant women, people with HIV and AIDS, and people from non-endemic areas, as well as those originally from endemic areas who leave their homes and go back because of decrease in exposure to the disease.